What is going on, guys? It's Pineapple King, and today's the last day of schedule predictions. Guys, I'm so excited to be here. It's great. We had a great series. The last day is the Commanders, obviously. We did this alphabetically, if you didn't realize that. I've said it a couple times, but this is it. This is the last schedule prediction video of the 32 days in a row of posting, and it's sad to come to an end, but we will continue with a overall full-time video after this one talking about the playoffs, and maybe I can do a playoff prediction video based off of my predictions as well. Let's get into it though. And your best and worst moves. Deebo Samuel, I think it's the best move. As long as he doesn't play like he did last year. He said he lost weight. He looks better apparently. And Laramie Tunsil's obviously great as long as he stays healthy. And drafting John Connery, another great move. You built your offensive line for Jaden Daniels, and you retained some key veterans like Bobby Wagner and everything. The issue with that, though, is, Laramie Tunsil's kind of old too, so is Debo for a wide receiver. A lot of your guys are old. Like, there's a lot of 29-plus-year-olds, 28-plus even, on that team, and you guys are kind of going for like a we need to do now strategy. And in a semi-tight division with the Super Bowl champs, it's a bold strategy, from not being a great team to just going crazy in this last year to try to repeat that, I guess. Is not crazy, but they did have an easier schedule. This one's a little bit harder. Let's get into it, because other than that Josh Connery pick, draft wasn't that great either. And sign Terry McLaurin. Oh my lord. If they don't, they may not make the playoffs, because what wide receiver is catching balls for Jaden Daniels? I don't know. Debo, duh. But, that's it. You got the Giants week 1, and it's going to be a W week 1. It is a home game week 1. All those reasons and more. Jaden Daniels is going to play better than any of those quarterbacks over there. He is a little overhyped for only playing 1 year in the league, but I like how he looks. He looks like the next Lamar Jackson. And who am I to discredit him whenever he made the NFC Championship as a rookie? And you'll see at the end of this video what I thought they were going to be with Jaden Daniels, and I thought it was bad. It was crazy. I'm crazy, but we're not going to have a prediction like that this year. And maybe there will be one. I don't know. Quick turnaround to Thursday Night Football in Lambeau Field. I think you're going to lose there. I think it's the quick turnaround. I think Jordan Love starts off hot this year. And it's in Lambeau Field. It's not like you had a hard week 1 game, so you're ready for this quick turnaround, but it's a close game. I think you win by a field goal. I think you would have beat them if you played them in the playoffs. Maybe this is like a revenge-esque game, but I think it's just a lot of other factors. Close game. But then you head back home to play the Raiders, and that is a nice W. Very, very nice W. I think Ashton Dinty's not fully ready yet, and your front 7, even though it's a little aged, it's good. So you kind of stuff him a little bit, and that's really all they got. No diss on Jacoby Myers. I like Jacoby Myers, and Brock Bowers. But then you play the Falcons in Atlanta, and that is also a W. It's just, I don't know. The Falcons, Michael Penix, I feel like he's not fully ready yet. Jaden Daniels played the whole season. Michael Penix only played the last 3 or 4 games, right? Not a whole lot. And I think he's got more experience and obviously did way better. Chargers, though, in Cali is going to be a loss. And other than, I don't know. Justin Herbert, Jaden Daniels, very close quarterback comparison. Obviously, they've got Omari Hampton, who could be great as well. And it's week 5 at this point, not week 3. So you face both rookie running backs. I think Hampton's going to get the best of you just because of more experience. And I think a better O-line, honestly. But Rashawn Slater just got ruled out for the whole year, so who knows about that? That is a big... As much as O-linemen don't feel like a big piece, they are huge pieces. And a guy like that protecting Herbert's blind side, it's big. So we'll see what they do with that. Bears in Landover is going to be a W. I think, Jaden's going to prove why he was the better quarterback last year and this year now. And And even though they boosted the Bears O-line, I still think it's Jane Daniels' guy because they boosted Jane Daniels' O-line as well. Cowgirls, though, in AT&T, it's a loss. And you might be looking at me like, Pineapple King, what the hell are you talking about? I just feel like that the Cowgirls are going to take care of them. You know, I mean, they're division rivals. It's always going to be a scuffle. And it's in AT&T Stadium. They've got two good wide receivers, you know, and the running back situation is not that great. But you can't forget about Jake Ferguson as well. He's also a dog. So, and as long as they sign Parsons, it's going to be a good defense. And you're going to hit back-to-back losses with back-to-back away games that are kind of tough. Monday Night Football, you're going to lose to the Chiefs. It's like if you lived through the Eagles, it's like their revenge game as well for the NFC. Because you almost played the Eagles. Or you almost played, not the Eagles, you almost played the Chiefs in your division. So, it's an Arrowhead as well. Patrick Mahomes wins these games. Seahawks in Landover, though, is going to be a W. And kind of a weird start to the schedule. You're 5-4 right now for the first half. And I just think you kind of beat the Seahawks just based off offense. We don't know exactly how Sam Darnold's going to be. He had a good year, but was it Justin Jefferson? Was it just the O-line? Like, who knows how it's going to go? Like, he could be like playoff Sam Darnold. That's why he was a backup. Who knows? Lions in Landover is going to be a loss, unfortunately. I just think the Lions are out for blood, and Aiden Hutchinson is back. They want a revenge game, and that's where it is. That's the revenge game. Nobody still believes how you guys beat the Lions, but moving on. Dolphins in Spain is going to be another loss. I just don't think you play very well out of country, and coming off the Lions loss is just going to suck, and with traveling and everything. And now you're like, what? Why do we have a losing record? That's so weird. Heading into the bye week, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Are the Commanders screwed? Did they sign all these guys just to not make the playoffs and then go back to being bad, even with Jaden Daniels? Well, you get a good rest to play the Broncos, and that's a W. I think the rest helps a lot, especially coming back from Spain. You needed that rest. It's going to be a tough game defensively for you, but Jaden Daniels can handle it. Then you go to the Vikings. Oh, oops. I double-clicked. That's on me. I mean, you could have predicted that you would have swept the Giants regardless. Do I even need to talk about that? It may be Jackson Dart at this point. I still think that he's going to be into being a rookie and not play very many games, if it may not even be him at this point. But I think quarterback play is a huge part of it. And I mean, with J.J. McCarthy as well, like, he may not be the guy, you know? He may suck, and he may not be ready, and who knows? And then Minnesota, they both have decent defenses. Like, the Minnesota has a better secondary, and they have a good D-line. I think Jaden Daniels can take care of it. I think their defense can take care of their offense as well. Eagles in Landover is another W. Now you're hitting the W streak. Now you're going for the division title. You're racing the Eagles. You're racing the Cowgirls. The Giants suck, so you're not racing them. But you're there. You're back in contention. You thought everything was going to go to hell. You're back in contention. Maybe you do some offseason trade right here after these double losses to Lions and Dolphins. I don't know, but then you play the Cowgirls again, and you're not going to get swept by them. Christmas Day, Christmas W on Netflix, which is just kind of funny. I just saw that. But you just won 5 games in a row, and now you're 10-6. But unfortunately, the Super Bowl champions, you're not going to sweep the Super Bowl champions from last year. You will split the series with them. I think it's only fair. It could switch, could not go on a 5-game win streak, but I think you win your home games. That's what I do with all teams. Finish 10-7 though, and if you've watched any of the other videos, it's kind of obvious that the last team remaining, I wonder where they're going to go. The Commanders, I had them at 2-15. That's my bad. They finished 12-5. 10-7 is going to put them in the same spot as they were at 12-5. 2-15. I just didn't believe in Jane Daniels, guys. I'm sorry. I didn't believe. I was a hater, but I'm a believer now. And I think they're going to go right back to the number 6 seed and play the Bucks again, and we're going to get our revenge.